everyone, welcome to another pick a card reading. Today's reading is going to be what big changes are coming your way. I might actually get every day of the week posted this week. I'm ahead of schedule, which is always good. So I am having a good Thursday. Actually, this is Sunday, but Sunday is my bulk day to record, so you're time traveling with me. Anyway, it's a good day whenever I can get ahead of schedule, right? So you have 4 piles to choose from: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. I'm going to be clarifying with the Rider-Waite deck. I'll give you just a second to zone in, pick what pile you want. Okay, let's get on to it. Whoa. With pile number 1, what big changes are coming your way? What big changes are coming your way? Pile number 1. What big changes are coming your way? Pile number 1. What big changes are coming your way? What big changes are coming your way? Pile number 1. What big changes are coming your way? What big changes are coming your way? Pile number 1. What big changes? Pile number 1. What big changes are coming your way? What big changes? One more shuffle. What big changes are coming your way? We have self-love, courage, and joy. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Feel like you're going to be feeling yourself. And feel like the change that's going to be taking place is feeling the best you've ever felt. Feeling the most confident, the most joyous, the most like the most you, right? Like the youest you've ever felt. It's like your identity clicks. We have the Emperor here. The Emperor is about being in charge, being in control. The Emperor is Aries energy. It's masculine energy. It's divine masculine energy. This is being focused, directed. Direct. This is being in control, in the seat, being confident, being assured of oneself. This is, and with self-love and the Aries energy from the Emperor, this is I am energy, right? So I am courageous. I am joyful. I am loved. I am loving. So very much in your element, I feel. We had 2 shuffles that came over here. I'm going to set these to the side, but they're not going to count as my main jam. Can you see them? Yes. So I feel like you have experienced a lot of pain, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of betrayals, and it feels like a cycle that just will not end, will not quit. But I feel like you're sort of taking matters into your own hands and saying, screw this cycle. I'm going to take charge of this cycle my own self, right? Like, enough trying to let the universe, fall into my lap. I'm going to be the captain of my own ship. So we also have the Ace of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords reversed. So I feel like you are going to be very active in your own healing. We have both the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. So this talks about heartache, grief, loss, sadness over a breakup, family member that passed away, job loss, but anything that has been a cycle that's over and over and over again, that's repeated, but you're just done. You've outgrown it. You're on to bigger and better things. You don't have time to sulk and keep, wallowing in this never-ending cycle. You are going to turn the wheel in your favor, and you have something of value to offer. The Ace of Pentacles, you could get a new opportunity that turns this whole thing around, or you could create your own opportunity, right? You could paint that masterpiece finally and then have something to sell to get you out of this cycle, right? Or whatever the case may be, right? You can offer someone something stable, something solid, and then you get that committed, long-lasting, tender love in return, right? But this is about being courageous, being really connected to yourself, being focused on joy and laughter and happiness, and not getting bogged down by the same old bullshit that you have been getting bogged down on for like 100 years, right? And do not feel bad. I am the worst. We're all like, it's hard being human, right? I feel like this is like South Node stuff, right? Or it could even be like Saturn return experience. If you are going through your Saturn return, please let me know. It's around 29, age 29 when we go through our Saturn return. But this is, when we go through our Saturn return, it wraps up our karma, right? So I feel like you are wrapping up some karma and moving on to bigger and better things, offering more of yourself that is of value, that will give others, it's like a healthy seed to grow on, right? So, sort of like offering people these magic beans that only you can offer, right? And not magic beans as far as like, just a dreamer, wishy-washy, not stable, but I'm just saying like the magic you have within you, you're going to share with others. Ooh, I love it. Let me know if that resonated. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. I love you. Bye. Pile number 2, what big changes are coming your way for pile number 2? What big changes for pile number 2? What big changes are coming your way? Pile number 2, what big changes are coming your way for pile number 2? What big changes are coming your way for pile number 2? What big changes are coming your way for pile number 2? What big changes are coming your way for pile number 2? What big changes are coming your way for pile number 2? One more shuffle. What big changes are coming your way for pile number 2? Sacred Pull reversed, Strength reversed, and Protecting Treasure. This is a little bit of a harsher reading. I feel like you have been struggling with some self-esteem issues, struggling with really fully knowing yourself, which is like the total opposite of pile number 1. But I feel like perhaps even health issues, right? Being knocked down by an illness, and so your physical strength isn't what it used to be, and you kind of are having a hard time seeing yourself for like the beauty you are because of these health challenges, right? So let's say if you were unable to exercise during a period of healing a broken foot, and you put on a little weight, it's like you don't feel like that same person, right? And there is an effort on your part to protect everything you have, to hold on to everything you have. But your strength is being tested, or is going to be tested, and it's going to challenge how you see yourself and the things that are secure to you. She's sitting on a treasure chest, so this could be money, but it can also be your health, as I mentioned, or a relationship that was secure, or anything like that. But there's going to, what's coming your way is something that is going to sort of knock you off your foundation a little bit. We have the 8 of Pentacles reversed, we have Judgment reversed, and we have the Queen of Cups. I feel for some of you, you're getting laid off. If you are a mom, I feel like you're going to go back to being a stay-at-home mom as a result of layoffs or getting fired, or maybe just even like being dissatisfied at your job. There might be like a lack of growth, like a lack of being able to get to that promotion, get to that next step. And so you might quit like a dead-end street that's overworking you. It's like you put in all this overtime, you put in all these hours, all this effort, and no raise, no recognition. People treat you, they don't value you, and you can never like reach that level of success that you work so hard for. So you might have to leave that behind, and it could knock you off as far as like how you envisioned your life to be, how you envisioned your success to be, and how you know, financially it could be you have to go down a peg, right? You have to sort of like step down the ladder, and so you might be used to a certain lifestyle, and now you have to pinch more pennies, and so the way you see yourself is different, because you know, you might see yourself as sort of this peasant. Like knocked down a peg, right? And you might feel like this was a bad choice. You might feel like, for others of you too, I feel like you may have had to say no to the job because of health reasons, right? Because they were overworking you, and health insurance wasn't enough to stay in an unhealthy or abusive job. And some of you might be saving up now to leave that job, or you definitely need to pinch pennies. But the biggest change that's coming towards you, I know there's a lot of getting kicked down the ladder in this reading, but the good news, there is good news. We have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. The Queen of Cups is someone who nurtures her own cup of love. So this is someone who practices self-care, and she's going to really foster her talents, creative talents. So maybe you had to say goodbye to a job and you get more free time to paint, and so you just spend every day painting, and it gives you a lot of emotional fulfillment. And like I said, sorry y'all, had to change my battery. It gets heated in this summertime weather, and I didn't start as early as I would have liked. Back to you. So I feel like for a lot of you, I am talking to mothers. Of course, it can't be all of you, but for the mothers that I am speaking of, you might have been like a career woman, a working mom, and you might have taken a lot of pride in that, and you might have been sort of this pillar of strength in your family, like, I'm a strong woman, I can have a career and a family. But for whatever reason, maybe there was a lack of work-life balance, and you were putting too much energy in work that wasn't paying off, that wasn't didn't have any growth potential, didn't have any promotions or raises. There was nothing. The dangling carrot was fake as hell, right? And so in an effort to restore your energy, to get you back at your 100% mom, you had to either take fewer hours from work or quit altogether or something like that. And so now I feel like the big change that's coming into your life is that you can be more there for your children, right? More there for your kids, because the Queen of Cups is a very mama energy. And so you can foster and nurture their growth when there was no growth for you at your job, right? But there's still hope for them. Let me know if that resonated. I love you very much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading, check the description box below. I love you. Bye. Pile number 3, what big changes are coming into your life? Pile number 3, what big changes are coming into your life for pile number 3? Whoa. Okay. Pile number 3, what big changes are coming into your life? Pile number 3, what big changes are coming into your life? Pile number 3, what big changes are coming into your life? Pile number 3, what big changes are coming into your life? Pile number 3, what big changes are coming into your life? Pile number 3, what big changes are coming into your life? One more shuffle. What big changes are coming into your life? We have Desiree. No, conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help, guide, and comfort you. Also, I want to say the first one that flipped over is Archangel Gabriel. It says, you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. And we also have Yvonne. You have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by the angels. I'm a little confused in general readings whenever I get Yvonne. I mean, obviously some of you could be dealing with some pet information, but I'm going to try to interpret it into sort of a general thing. I always laugh though because this little kitten in the corner is like, skirt! It's like eyes are like wide open. It's cute. Okay, so immediately what I got is some of you may be involved in media, whether you have a YouTube channel, whether you're an actress, writer, director, something to do with media, even like author, right? Novelist, musician, anything to do with the arts, right? Sorry, I cannot talk. For Desiree, we have no conditions aren't favorable right now. So some of you may have experienced like rejection letters if you're putting your work out there. And you might find a lot of comfort in your animals. Or you might have written something about animals. Animals are significant in some way. Maybe you're going to get a new pet. Maybe that's the big change that's going to happen. But let's keep shuffling. What big changes are happening for pile number 3? What big changes can pile 3 expect? What big changes are coming your way for pile number 3? One more shuffle. We have the Empress. We have the 3 of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Queen of Cups. She showed up in last pile's reading. So you are sexy mama. I actually feel like with this Yvonne card, it doesn't necessarily have to be pets. This could be you taking care of children, because we do have 2 mama cards here. We have the Empress. She is ruled by Venus, Libra, Taurus energy. She is ultimate domestic goddess, ultimate wife, ultimate mother, just the pillar of love and beauty, and you know, the queen of all queens. The Queen of Cups is very nurturing and loving. She cuts the crust off your sandwiches, and she makes sure that you call your grandma on her birthday, and just very sweet and loving and tender. So you may have actually had to leave work or something to take care of children, or be a caretaker of someone. I mean, who quits their job to take care of pets? Doesn't really happen. But I feel like you may have had to quit to be a caretaker for someone. It could even be like a parent, right? A parent who is ill or sick, and you had to quit what you were working on and be a caretaker for them. Quit what you were working on in regards to something that's like heavy industry type of thing, right? So like corporate, or you know, company you've been with for a while. But what you will be working on rather is this media, right? What this caretaking situation is. What is presenting itself out of this having to quit your job and go into caretaking is it's freeing up more time to foster your talents, to foster your artistic expressions. With the Empress here, the Empress is ruled by Venus. Venus is a planet about art, right? So with this together, it's like you are fostering your art, you're nurturing your art, you're working on your art. And I do want to say rejection letters could still apply, but you are afforded more time at the moment to work on those creations, work on any sort of creative thing that you, that makes your heart tickle, right? Because you just have more time, for one, and you're not in sort of this rat race mentality anymore to burn yourself out so that you can't work on these things, right? So the big changes that are coming into your life is more time to focus on your creative endeavors, and I love that. If you aren't a creative person, then this arts and media thing could just mean like watching, you know, Toy Story with your kids more or something like that, right? But it's more time like relaxing, more time like nurturing things we love, whether that's pets, whether that's children, whether that's painting, or whether that's, you know, a screenplay, or whatever the case may be. But the big change that's coming for you is nurturing that which you love. And I love that, and I love you. Let me know if that resonated. I love you very much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, you know what to do. I love you. Bye. Last but not least, pile number 4. What big changes are coming your way for pile number 4? What big changes are in store for 4? What big changes are in store for 4? What big changes are coming your way? What big changes are coming your way? What big changes are coming your way? One more shuffle. What big changes are coming your way? We have Dawn, the light after the darkness. We have Ghost, regret, making an appearance today. And we have Skeleton, strength. Are those in the short? So you may have recently gone through a rough patch where it did cause a lot of regrets, and you know, you might have gone through hell, but now you're walking out of hell and into the light, and that experience made you stronger. But let's get some more clarification. What big changes are coming for pile number 4? What big changes are coming for pile number 4? What big changes are coming for pile number 4? What big changes are coming for pile number 4? What big changes are coming? Pile number 4. What big changes are coming for pile number 4? What big changes are coming for pile number 4? One more shuffle. What big changes are coming for pile number 4? The Moon, Queen of Pentacles, and 8 of Swords. So I am getting a corny country song in my head. If you're going through hell, keep on moving, don't hold back. If you're scared, don't show it, you might get out, for the devil even knows you're there. So I feel like you have gone through hell, like I said, because we do have the Moon. The Moon is a card about how at night we only have a shortened percentage of light because we are going off the illumination of the moon, and the illumination of the moon is not as bright as it is under the sun, right? And so the moon, in its glow, in its mystery, it casts shadows on the night, right? So a little tiny lizard can look like a huge dragon, right? And so we can often, this is often a card of fears and depression and even like lunacy, right? Luna, the moon, like a lunatic, right? It's because of the illusions that the moon makes, right? So they're not real, but moonlight and darkness are needed. What the moon does is it shines a light on our shadow side, right? It lights the shadowy paths. And so what the moon calls on us to do is to practice discernment between our fears and what we intuitively know to be true, right? So, to sift out what's real and what's not. And so, this experience might have been super painful, but it was to strengthen your intuition. It was to strengthen your ability to discern whether that is a lizard or a dragon, right? It is your ability to trust that there are things under the surface, there are hidden things that you can't see, but that you can feel. And I feel like you did pass this test. It was sort of like an initiation, right? A vision quest, something to bring you into the next level of your spiritual ascension, right? So you have essentially leveled up in this process. You have taken the veil, taken the blindfold off. You have freed yourself from this imprisonment, from this entrapment. And so any sort of fears, worries, anxiety, lunacy caused by the moon, you went through that experience to develop sort of an immunity to that. And so now it doesn't faze you, right? Now you can really untwist yourself, knowing what is an irrational fear and what your intuition is right about. And I feel like in this process you developed a whole new sense of self-worth, self-value, and like, you know, you have confidence in this, right? You have like pride that you sort of nurtured your intuition and it grew into a flower, right? Like nurtured this seed of intuition and it like strengthened into a flower, right? It's now something that's more sturdy than it was before. So I feel like for this group, the next big change is your next step in your spiritual ascension. And having just come out of this shadowy, dark, depressive state, you're now, the next big changes that you can expect are to be stronger in those situations. Like now, whatever hell you went through, if you had to experience it again, it wouldn't even faze you because you're so much stronger, right? You're so much, you have so much more value now having had to go through that experience. Beautiful. I love it. Let me know if that resonated. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. One more thing, sorry. Some of you might have actually had to talk with ghosts, and that might have thrown you off. That might have scared you a lot. But now, having talked with ghosts, talked with the other side, like, you're more confident in your abilities now. Just want to throw that out there. Anyway, I love you very much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. I love you. Bye.